Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. All right, fellas, let's get fucking real here for a moment. Like, you ever sit there, your eyes bloodshot from grinding all freaking night, like your fists are clenched, your mind is racing, your heartbeat is going fast as fuck, and still nothing, bro. No solution, no spark, no breakthrough, nothing. Just you stuck in your own damn head watching the hours bleed out. Like, I've been there. I know you've been there. That's why I was able to describe it, because that shit sucks. And let me tell you right now, my friend, that the answer isn't more hustle. Like, despite what we might think, right? We're like, high performers just have this in you. Just got to hustle harder. Just got to do more. Just got to. But the answer, my friend, the real answer, as long as you've been hustling, as long as you've been giving it all you've got, when you come to that point, the real answer right here is taking a step back, my friend. And today, I'm going to show you why that pause, right? Why having that reset, why having that moment of silence is the very thing that will help you break that mental dam wide fucking open. Like, it really is. It's counterintuitive, right? Like, it's what you think will not work, right? Because you're like, bro, I'm so behind. I need to get all this shit done. I need to this. I got this, and this. But I've been hustling and this and that. And you just feel fucking burnt out. And all you do is want to keep pushing until you can finish that shit. But in that moment is when you need to take a step back. In that moment is when you need to pause. In that moment is when you need to give your mind the clarity, some mental space, so they can recharge, so they can come back more focused, more driven, and being able to solve the solutions that you were originally stuck on, right? And let me remind you, though, like, my friend, this is real truth right here. You're not fucking broken. What's happening is that you're just overloaded. Like, and then overloaded without pause leads to fucking burnout, not breakthroughs, right? So I want you to pay close fucking attention to this episode right here, because if you're burned out, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like, fuck, I don't know what's been going on, but I've been hustling, and I feel like I've been slipping my wheels, like I haven't been getting traction, and my friend, this one right here is just for you. You see, the mind is a muscle, right? And every muscle, as you build it, as you strengthen it, as you grow it, it needs to recover, right? Like, without the recovery, it won't happen. Like, you don't build muscles in the gym. Like, so many people think, I mean, like, you go push weights, you go do heavy shit. But like, yes, that is the strengthening activity that builds the muscles. But the true muscle building is done during the recovery state, right? Well, this is the same with your mind, right? When you overtrain, like, overtraining, what it does is it leads to injury. And mental overtraining, it leads to you having paralysis, for you to being stuck, right? And when you're fucking stuck, your brain, what it's doing is that it's signaling, hey, I'm overloaded. Hey, there's too much going on. Hey, I need a break. This is signaling that you're overloaded, not that you're a failure, right? And it's up to you to really grasp the signs. It's up to you to be able to see and pull yourself out and look for things from a 10,000 foot level. Look down at yourself and what's going on and be like, yo, when was the last time you gave yourself a break? You see, the recovery, it creates space, right? And then in that space that you create, that's when the clarity shows up. Like, here, let me give you an example. Like, think of, bro, the best ideas that you've ever had, right? Man, I'm willing to bet a lot of fucking money that they didn't come to you when you were there straining and stressing yourself at your desk, when you were busy, when you were overloaded, when you had so much shit going on and you were like, oh my God, I can't. Your best ideas never come in those fucking instances. Your best ideas, they always come when you're in the shower, when you're taking a walk, when you're out with you're just pausing, when you're on a drive, like when you're giving yourself space, mental distance, right, from the things that you have going on. When you create that space for yourself, it's usually when those fucking breakthroughs ideas pop up, right? So think about it, right? When was the last time you gave yourself some fucking space, right? And actually, what I want you to do is some real life application that you can fucking take this is I want you to take a 30-minute walk, right? And everybody's like, bro, I got so many things going on, this and that. But here's the thing, right? Yeah, I want you to take a 30-minute walk, but the 30-minute walk must be with no music, with no podcast, with no phone, with no distractions. I want you to just take a 30-minute fucking walk and let your mind just breathe. Like I want you to be present. I want you to look around. I want you to smell. I want you to embrace what's going on, right? I want you to look at the people. I want you to be fucking present in the moment so you can let your mind breathe, so you can let it expand, right? And what's going to happen, my friend, is you're going to be shocked on how the problems that you've been having and how the things that you haven't been able to solve, all of a sudden, they start untangling themselves, right? You start grabbing solutions, right? You start, like, when you give yourself this space to decompress, all of a sudden you start getting these ideas coming in, like, oh my God, I can solve this or this, and all because you gave yourself that space so that the clarity shows up. Try it. I promise you, it ain't going to be wasted time, right? You see, and this is a very common thought right here that a lot of us have. Like, you're not lazy, right? And so the problem is that we get overloaded, we get overworked, and we get burnt out because we're always trying to do more, we're always trying to be more, we're always trying to keep the schedule busy, we're always trying to maximize every single fucking moment that we have. And so when we take a step back and when we take a moment to decompress, all of a sudden we're like, oh my God, I'm being lazy, right? But it's not that you're being lazy, my friend. It's that you're just misaligned, right? You see, men, like most men, they don't quit because they're weak. Most men, they quit because they're stuck chasing a version of success that doesn't speak to their fucking soul, man. And that's a deep one right there. I want you to take that in because so many times, bro, we quit because we think that we're weak. And it's not that we quit because we're weak. We quit because our vision, our what we're chasing, the thing that we want, it doesn't align. It doesn't speak to our souls. And so the reason why we quit is because it's not important to us. We heard this time and time again. When your why is deep enough, your how will present itself, right? And so connect with your soul, right? Like, know that frustration is a signal, my friend, and that you being stuck, that moment of holy shit, what the fuck is going on? I can't figure this out. All that is happening in that moment is your mind. Your mind is asking you, yo, are we still on the right path? Yo, maybe we need a moment of clarity. Yo, maybe we need a moment to slow down. Yo, there's too much going on. I can't process what you really want me to focus on right here. And so pay attention to the frustration. Take a pause, take a moment to give yourself a breather, right? Most men keep pushing in the wrong direction because they fear what slowing down might actually reveal. And I was one of those guys, man. I never wanted to slow down. I never wanted to take a break. I never wanted to just be in silence because I was in fear of my thoughts, of what that would mean, of what that would bring into my life. And yet that has brought the most mental clarity into my life ever for now, like that I've been going through, right? The meditation every morning, that moment of silence, that moment of clarity, that moment to create space in my mind, it's been like nothing else. And so that pause, right? It gives you time to ask better questions, my friend. It doesn't just demand faster results. It gives you time. It gives you a moment. It gives you a space so that you can ask better questions to yourself. Like, man, I remember I was working with a client not too long ago. and this guy loved being on his phone, always 24/7 on his phone. He couldn't be without his phone. Like, he even told me a funny story. He's like, man, I know you've gone through this, and I have gone through this before, and I'm probably sure you have. Like, when you go and take a shit and you sit down and you're like, oh my god, I forgot my phone. And he was like, bro, I had to get up and fucking wipe my ass, go get my phone, and come back and finish taking a shit. And I was like, yo, why don't you just finish taking a shit without your phone? He's like, bro, I just need my phone. I can't be without it. And so, like, I realized that, bro, this guy's like truly, really addicted to his phone, right? And I helped him realize, right? And then he thought that he was just super burnt out from work. He thought that he couldn't go on. He hated what's going on. And he's needed his work-life balance. And I was like, yo, and I started asking him some questions, and I saw the connection, that little moment of example with his phone and being stuck to it all the time really brought. And I started just asking questions and just helping him pick through that scenario, right? And what we realized is that he wasn't burnt out from work. He was burnt out from chasing someone else's version of success for himself, right? And that 2-day digital detox that I encouraged him to go on, right? I was like, bro, starting Friday, when you get out of work, put your phone away, and I don't want you to pick it up till Monday. And that was a tough one. And he was like, oh, I don't know, bro, that's a whole weekend without my phone. And I was like, yo, you need the space. You need this to create some mental clarity for yourself. And after he did that, he was like, bro, this was the best moment I could have done for myself. This was the best thing, because I gave myself space to really think about what was going on, right? And he was like, bro, I was guilty. I still went to try to grab my phone, and I had to fight myself from picking up my phone. But then after some time passed, and I was able to just sit and breathe and relax and just be present, I was like, yo, I'm thinking a lot clearer now, right? And so maybe you need to go on a digital detox. Because breakthroughs are born in boredom, my friend. And so many of us, bro, super guilty on that. We don't want to accept the boredom. Like, and we think that, oh, if we're bored, well, that's wasted time, right? Oh man, I could be doing this. And I, bro, so guilty of that. Every time now that I tried to practice being more present, and I tried to give myself every day, like at least half an hour of just decompression, of like nothing going on, right? Just sitting and with my thoughts and processing what's going on, right? Like at the beginning when I started doing this, I was like, bro, this is boredom. This is not a breakthrough. I'm wasting time here, this and that. And now it's like my mind is asking for that time, right? And the thing is that stillness isn't the absence of progress, right? It's the birthplace of every real breakthrough you've ever had, my friend. And it took me a while to realize that, right? Because I was so scared of being still, right? But the brain needs to go into default mode, right? And the default mode that I'm talking about is that unfocused, right? The daydreaming state, the state of like not thinking about, not being distracted and being on the go, right? That default mode is the space that you give your mind to connect ideas and then really to access deeper insight on what's been going on in your life. And so, like, if you're constantly scrolling, if you're constantly like inputting, right, putting these inputs into your mind, right, like scrolling, grinding, reacting, hustle, never giving yourself a chance to stop, right? Like, you're really, yes, you're trying to make progress, but it gets to a point where you're blocking your creativity, right? And so, I'm not, by all means, don't get my message confused. I'm not telling you not to grind. I'm not telling you not to hustle. Actually, I'm a big believer in that. I actually think that you need to do that. But you need to create space to decompress. You need to create space for you to open your mind to the creativity. You need to create space so that you give your mind time to process what's going on and to answer the questions or the things that are being presented up in front of you, and to make the decisions based out of power, not out of fear. So take a step back, my friend, and let your subconscious do its job. Don't stay so busy. Don't stay so focused. Don't stay so fucking just all the time go that you don't let your subconscious do its job, right? Like, I know for me, bro, taking a step back feels counterproductive at times, right? I already talked about this, and I'm going to say it again because it's a true feeling that high performers have, right? When you take a step back, when you take a moment and you're like, yo, let me just chill for a moment, like all of a sudden you'll feel like your phone. Oh, what can I do? Let me look at my list. Oh, what I have going on? Let me look at my calendar. Oh, maybe I could catch up with this email. Oh, maybe I have this. And yeah, it's true. There's always something that could be done. But it takes for you taking a step back, right? Like, take a step back And I promise you, it won't be counterproductive, right? If you really take a step back to just be with yourself, right? To analyze what's going on, to give yourself that creativity room, right? That's where the breakthroughs happen, right? Like you're gonna feel counterproductive at the beginning, right? When you do this, but bam, give yourself some space, and bam, there comes a breakthrough. Bam, there comes a missing thought. Bam, there comes a thing that the question that you couldn't figure out because you gave yourself the space, right? There comes those missing ideas to the puzzles that you've been trying to solve in your head, and all it took was for you to give your mind some space to slow down and to decompress and to process what's going on and to look around and to actually just breathe. It's such a fucking thing that works, but it feels so counterproductive because we think that, yo, taking a break right now is not what I need in my life. Taking a break right now is going to be hurt me from the progress that I need to make. Taking a break right now is not what I need, right? But it is what you need when you've been grinding nonstop. You need to be able to take a break, to give your mind, to give your subconscious some time to process and to fucking come up with gangster ass ideas to take you to the next level. Like, I want you to try this, man. Try the 1 hour rule. And this one's tough, especially because I'm going to ask you to do it daily. And for me, it's even tough to do a 1 hour. You know, for sure, I try to lock in the half an hour, right? But for 1 hour a day, man, I want you to go completely analog. Fuck your phone, fuck the laptop, fuck all this digital stuff, right? I want you to just take a moment to just sit and be present. And if you can't do an hour, do half an hour. If you can't do half an hour, do 15 minutes. If you can't do 15 minutes, do at least 5 minutes. Start with something, right? I want you to just sit there in silence. Go for a walk. Write something down, right? Like, let your thoughts breathe. Just decompress. Just look around. Just be like, think about your day. Give yourself that mental space, and I promise you that things are going to start realigning with yourself, right? And so as we wrapped up this episode, I have one question for you, my friend. Where in your life are you forcing a solution that actually needs space? And the follow-through challenge for this question, right, is that this week, right, I just told you to try this every day, right? But let's just fucking, no, most of you won't even do it every day, right? So just let's take this to a step that you can actually make some progress, right? This week, I want you to just take 1 full hour to completely unplug, right? Do it on the weekend, right? Maybe it's early on a Sunday morning. Maybe it's late on Sunday, right? Maybe it's whatever. Take 1 hour to completely unplug. No phone, no laptop, no productivity, no planning, no nothing, just space. And in that space, I want you to listen. I want you to listen to your mind. I want you to listen to your thoughts. I want you to see what comes up. And feel how you will feel after you give your mind that break. And I promise you, some breakthroughs will come. And so my final thought here with this episode is this. Most men never reach their next level, not because they're lazy. You see, most men never reach their next level because they're afraid to take a pause. Man, I can say this because I was one of them. And I still, if I don't constantly live what I preach, I will fall back into these patterns. I will fall back into the hustle. And like, I know, I'm a strong believer in hustling, right? But I'm a strong believer in taking a pause to decompress also so that you can, create the mental space, the bandwidth, give your subconscious the area that it needs to process what's going on and get ready to do more and be more, right? So the man that can sit still, my friend, that motherfucker right there is dangerous. Not because he's reacting, but because he's creating, my friend. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. You still haven't subscribed yet? Bro, it's time to smash that button so you never miss another episode. And if you vibe with today's message and you'd like to help contribute to the growth of this mission, my friend, do me a solid and share this episode with someone that you know. Because that's how we reach more motorheads. That's how we reach more gearheads. That's how we're able to expand our community to like-minded people and take these things to the next level. Catch up with you on the next episode. But till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.